Hello, my name is Father Vincent Wynn, and I am the pastor of the South End, Corpus Christi, St. Ladislaus, and St. Mary's. And on behalf of all of our parishes, we'd like to welcome you back to Mass. And you're probably wondering why I'm wearing this mask. Well, the reason why we're doing this is because we want to practice safety, and we have certain guidelines. So right now, what I'm going to do is just take my mask off, just to let you know some guidelines that you need to know in this beautiful video. Before everything, we just want to reassure you about some things that before you enter Mass. Bishop Brennan has dispensed the faithful from the obligation to attend Mass on Sunday until Labor Day. So those who are symptomatic or who have been exposed to another with the virus within 14 days are not permitted to enter our church here at St. Mary's in accordance with the national, state, and local health directives. All attendees are asked to check their temperature at home before coming to church. Those who are at risk because of underlying health issue or who are 70 or older are strongly encouraged for their own health to avoid the risk of attending public celebrations of the Mass. The Mass will still be live streamed, even on a daily basis, so that those unable to attend in person may attain a spiritual connection. And my apologies for the echo, but we are in a church that has echo, so get with it, okay? Appropriate cleaning of high-use areas within the church will be done before and after each service. So just to let you know, we are sanitizing the church. Restroom facilities and door handles, push plates, and knobs will be sanitized after each service, just to let you know. Unfortunately, holy water fonts will remain empty until further notice, and hand sanitizer is available at every entrance to the church. And the faithful are obliged to wear a mask upon entering the church and during the celebration of the Mass, unless you are under 2 years old. You are asked to continue wearing the mask except for the brief moment of receiving Holy Communion, which will happen after Mass. Ushers and volunteers are to wear masks and gloves and throughout the celebration of Mass, and we will have masks and gloves available at the front of the church. We are also asking all of you to maintain 6 feet distancing and should not greet parishioners as they enter the church. During Mass, entry and exit doors will be adequately designated and monitored. Entry doors will be open so that you guys don't have to touch them. Staff ushers and other volunteers should assist with directing people to the pews, and we'll leave every other pew vacant. And there's actually signs that are on the empty pews to be vacant. Attendance will probably be limited to make sure we follow the compliance and safety guidelines. Remember to maintain 6 feet distancing between families and other families or individuals throughout the celebration of Mass. Procession of the gifts will be suspended, and the sign of peace will be suspended just to maintain, again, safety guidelines. Again, distribution of communion will happen after Mass, and so after the prayers, after the Mass, we ask you to form a single line to practice 6 feet social distancing as myself and Deacon Roger will take off our chasubles, and then we'll put on our masks and we'll sanitize our hands. The distribution of the body of Christ will only be allowed as, again, we do not want the distribution of the blood for the spread of germs. Non-communicants, those who do not want to receive communion, are asked to stay in their pews and to be in a prayerful position. Also, when you are approaching us to receive communion, you are asked to put the mask below your chin in order to receive communion. And so the communion in the hand is strongly suggested, but if you still want to receive in the tongue, please come to Father Vince, and he will, and I will gladly help you receive communion on the tongue. After Mass, families should depart the church in an organized manner, wearing masks and observing 6 feet distance between other households. The priests and the clergy will exit the short way, again, to respect the safety guidelines. If there is overflow of the church, we ask that, unfortunately, you go to the gym and you'll watch a live feed of the Mass. Finally, I just want to say how happy it is for me to see you here in church together as a parish community. I can't tell you how much it's pained me and a lot of my brother priests to celebrate Mass in an empty church. But it brings me great joy and peace that we are coming together finally as a parish community to worship and finally to receive Jesus Christ so that we can spread the good news of the gospel and to share God's love with each other and with others. Know that you are in my prayers, and know if there's anything you need, feel free to give me a holler. God bless you.